More on adjustable sets from Tempur-Pedic, Stearns &
10
Foster, and
seconds. Stand
Beauty
by.
Rest
Jib
Wax.
and anchors.
During Friends and Family, now at Kittle's Mattress Max.
In
Mocktails for
5,
holiday
4,
Plus the hottest
3,
holiday gifts.
2, 1. Bring 'em up.
Now at 7, Donald Trump elected overwhelmingly the next president of the United States. We share his message this morning. We also have an update on the other big key
Angela.
races.
Also, another story that we're following again, the Delphi murders trial. A revelation.
Stand by,
leads the
open.
Special judge to scold the gallery for talking. We're going to get that update from Russ McQuaid live at 7:30. Fox 59 Morning News at 7 starts right
Open.
now.
From Central Indiana's #1
Camera
news
reveal
source,
3.
This
Camera
is
reveal
Fox
3.
59 Morning News.
Sound
at 7.
A.
Truly be the golden age of America. That's what we have to have.
Cube.
All right, former President Donald Trump
Two
now
shot on two
once
next.
again president-elect with multiple now outlets, including us, News Nation, declaring that he has defeated Vice President Kamala Harris to become the 47th president of the United States. Trump securing 277 electoral votes. Good morning, and thank you for joining us. I'm Angela
And
Gannett.
I'm Daniel Miller. We appreciate
Two
you
subs,
tuning in
stand by
this morning
1.
at 7 o'clock. The former president only needed 270, and of course he clinched with 277. We'll be looking throughout the morning how that all happened with this election results that came in really quickly.
So many local election tidbits that I know you guys are wanting to know and follow. We're going to be talking about all of it this morning. Also, Governor-elect Braun will be having a live news conference at 9:45. We'll take that right here for you as well.
Camera
Let's
1.
get to Jim O'Brien, though, on this Wednesday morning. A lot of fog out
Jim's
there. we're
on
dealing
3
with
next.
this
Yeah,
morning, so-
patchy fog. We're
Go
drying
to 3.
out. We got really beneficial rain yesterday.
Eric,
so
you
that's
walked
good.
in the shot before I went.
Close to an inch in your home, Daniel. Close to an inch in downtown as well. There is patchy fog. Want to
Yeah.
take up the Grand Junction, Westfield. Not looking too bad
Graphics
there.
are up. Traffic
to
is
begin our day,
next.
but the numbers are down in a few locations, under a mile. Not seeing any school delays and no major traffic impact because of the fog, although we do have a few issues on the interstates. We're going to talk more about that coming up. Here's the latest now on our 4 live guarding radar. You can see that steady rain heading off towards the east. Now, there is likely still a light mist on the
Anna
windshield.
out
That's
there?
due to the fog around to begin our morning, but the clouds should slowly erode away and sunshine builds in throughout the afternoon.
Go
and
ahead,
we'll find our
grab her,
highs today
please.
nearly 10 degrees above average as we top out at 68 degrees. So a pretty nice afternoon after kind of a gloomy start here this morning with those gray skies overhead. All right, let's talk about that fog. I mentioned it.
Traffic.
You can see it at Keystone Avenue and 465. So there are a few fog issues in and around Marion County to begin our day. We're also dealing with
Anchors
some
next.
high water issues, standing water near I-69,
They'll be
the
tossing to
southbound
Anna.
exit ramp there to 465. So they're talking flooding, mainly just standing water there. We've not had much rainfall there over the past really, I say 4 or 5 hours. So it's just kind of collected in that particular location. We also have a new accident on the city's east side. This is the entry ramp from I-70 to 465, a jackknife vehicle at this time. We are not seeing any backups on that just yet, or at least not any cameras showing that, but there's a heads up on that. I-69, though, where that standing water is, down to 18 miles an hour, trying to make that connection.
Animate anchors.
All right, Jim, it is 7:01 right now. Let's get back to it. We are your local election headquarters, and now the AP as
Grid
well as
next,
many others
over to
declaring an
Anna.
official victory for Donald Trump as Wisconsin declared red just this morning.
We have been keeping track of the numbers since last night. Anna Darling
Grid.
joins us now to break down where the electoral college, that is, stands right now.
Up
Anna,
on
good
3.
morning.
Good morning, Daniel and Angela. With victory declared in Wisconsin, Trump has now hit the threshold of electoral college votes needed at 277, and he won Wisconsin by about 30,000 votes, with 97% of precincts reporting. Donald Trump has
Full
won
screen
multiple
set.
key swing states,
Sound next
including
in
North
B.
Carolina and Pennsylvania. He's ahead in Nevada by about 60,000 votes, with 84% reporting. Trump is also currently leading in Michigan and Arizona, but both of those states have not been called yet. Kamala
Did you
Harris
get
did
rid of
win
the
New
second
Mexico and
monitor graphic in
Minnesota,
the
but that was
A18?
not enough. For the first time, Donald Trump has also won the popular vote with about 5 million votes. George
Well,
W. Bush was the
somebody
last
did. They
Republican
took out
to
the
win
Q
the
in it,
popular
or
vote
the
over his Democratic opponent
Q in the
by
script
3
also.
million votes. Immigration was an important topic for voters in this election.
Sound in B.
It's a political victory that our country has never seen before, nothing like this. I want to thank the American people for the extraordinary honor of being elected 47th president and your 45th president.
Anna.
Kamala Harris has not yet addressed her supporters, but here's what her campaign co-chair had to say to her crowd at Howard University last night.
Sounded. A.
We will continue overnight to fight to make sure that every vote is counted, that every voice has spoken. So you won't hear from the vice president tonight, but you will hear from her tomorrow.
It's also important to note here, Republicans are they're on track to take control of the Senate. According to the AP, 51 Republicans have won to, that should say, 42 Democrats, with 7 seats still yet to be called. Republicans are also leading in the House right now, but there are still about 59 seats yet to be called. Back to you guys.
All right, Anna, thank you so much. We also want to update you this morning on other races, too.
Yeah, they include the race for U.S. Senate in Indiana.
Full
Republican
screen.
Jim Banks won the race to become Indiana's next U.S. Senator. Here are the numbers. He defeated Democrat Valerie McRae there by a wide margin. Banks taking over from Mike Braun, who again vacated that seat to run for Indiana governor. He is soon to be Senator Jim Banks delivering part of his acceptance speech.
Sound and B.
I hope one day that my daughters, Lily, Betsy, and Annie know that we do this for them. This is the greatest country in the history of the world. And I refuse
Stand by
to be
straight
a
out
part
to the
of
two
the
shot
first
after sound.
in American history that
Stand
will pass
by
this country off to our kids in worse shape than we found it.
That, again, part of what he was saying. Want to also look at Indiana seats in Congress for you now.
With Jim Banks winning his seat on the U.S. Senate, his district and several others are open right now in Congress. Republican Marlon Stutzman will take over Banks' seat in District 3.
Do we have Cameron out there?
Double the votes of his nearest challenger, Kylie Adolph. In District 4, Republican Jim Baird has defeated his Democratic opponent, Derek Holder. That win was also by a significant margin. In the 5th District, Victoria Sparks initially said she wasn't running for re-election and changed her mind. She won over Deborah Pickett with a closer margin than the other 2 races.
And then heading into the 6th District, former Indianapolis mayoral candidate Jefferson Shreve beat Cynthia Worth. Shreve had more than twice as many votes as Worth. Congressman Andre Carson won another term in the 7th District and by a significant margin there. He has served in the U.S. House since 2008. And then into the 8th District, another open seat, State Senator Mark Mesmer defeated Eric Hertz, also by that significant margin, 69% to 29%. And then in the 9th District,
then we'll go to Cameron on the jib.
Fended off Tim Peck to earn another term by, again, 66% to 32%. Now, Indiana's governor office will continue to be held by a Republican.
U.S. Senator Mike Braun will be Indiana's next governor. FOX59's Cameron Riddle has the results of the race. Cameron, good morning.
Well, with 89% of the vote in, Republican Mike Braun has defeated Democrat Jennifer McCormick and Libertarian Donald Rainwater. Braun will replace current Governor Eric Holcomb, who is now term limited. Braun currently represents Indiana in D.C., but will move to the governor's office with Lieutenant Governor-elect Micah Beckwith. On the campaign trail, former Republican and educator Jennifer McCormick ran a race against Braun that appeared to be competitive. Last night, McCormick conceded the race to Braun, who joined on stage accepting his new role, serving the Hoosier State.
We're going to take Indiana to places we've never seen before.
We'll go back to Cameron straight out of sound next.
You set the agenda, you get along with a legislature that believes in freedom and opportunity, faith, family, and community.
It is about making sure that women have reproductive freedoms. That's what this is about. This race is about making sure that every Hoosier has access to affordable health care, and that has not changed.
10 seconds. Stand by, Cameron.
This race is about our kids, and it's about celebrating public education and uplifting our teachers and supporting them.
Cameron's up.
We have full election results on our website.
Stand by, anchors.
At the bottom of your screen, you can see those numbers as they continue to be counted this morning. I'm Cameron Riddle, Fox 59 News.
We also should mention that at 9:45 this morning, the governor-elect will be speaking.
Yeah, we're going to take that news conference for you live. He's going to be meeting with his cabinet, who he's going to have part of his transition team. We will learn part of that. He's also has a lot of other plans. We got a little bit of a news release earlier today to talk about his plans. We'll learn more about that at 9:45 this morning.
And one story this election cycle is voter turnout. We are learning just how big voter turnout has been in Marion County this election year.
More than 150,000 people voted Election Day alone in Marion County. That does not include the 170,000 ballots from early voting and those who voted by mail. The county says voter turnout was nearly 50%.
Stand by sounded
One of the
viewer
poll
and video.
workers told us with the high early voter turnout this year,
Leave
they
what
thought
monitor?
lines would be shorter on Election Day, but that ended up not being the case at several Marion County locations. Two of them, Northminster Presbyterian and Claremont Lions Park, both briefly ran out of ballots. The inspector at Claremont Lions Park said they had 1,000 ballots there.
Well, I started getting nervous when we were at about 750 people. So I called and asked for backup ballots, and unfortunately they didn't get here at time. And so I had to make the announcement to people to let them know, I'm sorry we ran out of ballots. They're on their way. We don't know what time. Thankfully, we didn't have to wait more than 5 minutes.
I think it's wonderful. I enjoy seeing this turnout, and I think all the workers enjoy seeing it. And when you look at somebody 80 years old who has never voted in their life, show up and said, it's my first time, that's a joy.
Angela.
You love her. It's a joy. Poll workers in Marion County also told us they saw a lot of first-time voters. To celebrate them, workers would cheer
Stand by with Daniel's
first-time
mic for the
voters
full screen.
loud and proud at polling locations like the City County
Daniel.
building.
Our election coverage continues later this hour
Tease
and
is
online.
next. Two-shot,
Go to
two videos. Jim on 3.
fox59.com/election.
Then we'll end with the Jibby Jib.
We have results there as well as videos of big moments and analysis from panelists. It is
Two-shot,
7:09 this
music.
morning, and still ahead here on Fox 59 Morning News, a fire causing a lot of damage at an old college building in Tennessee.
Yeah, well, here is a look at some of the flames right there. The investigation and the impact on this building. That is next.
And caught on camera, a funnel cloud in
Stand by,
Louisiana.
Jim.
Some of the storm damage in that state. That's straight ahead.
Jim.
Daniel, many tornadoes going back to Saturday out through the southern plains and eventually heading into areas like Arkansas
Graphics
and
are up.
Louisiana.
Stand by
We
the
had
jibbers.
rainfall yesterday. Still a light mist out there now, but and patchy fog, but the steady rain is winding down. We'll have much more on today's weather coming up in a few
Music
minutes.
up full and go Jim. Stand by, go to break. In 3, 2, 1, and fade out. Go.
Fox tonight.
The first audio duel of the season.
Synthesizer.
Accordion.
Guitar. Ukulele.
When the game goes this wild, sound the nerd alert.
The category.
I'm guessing, Eric, you're switching Zach to 4?
And may the floor be
Okay, cool.
The winner of this battle will have the most pieces on the floor.
The floor, all new tonight after the Masked Singer on Fox.
Weather check is dead. We'll start with video and Angela. Daniel starts at the Armand.
If you don't
Angela
love your
starts at the
flooring,
wall.
we'll replace it for free. That's right, for free. And we have 2 years, no interest payments available. The lowest prices guaranteed at Floors to Your Home.
Somebody thinks a door isn't fixable and you're able to fix it. It's like it feels amazing for you, but it feels even more amazing for them.
That's pretty impressive, I'm not gonna lie, guys.
All right, Angela's new mic is good to go.
Quiet. It's so quiet.
Precision Door Service, a name you can trust.
Hi, I'm Michael Needler, your local grocer. Today I'm talking about our selection of smokehouse meats available at all Needler's locations. We have the best smokehouse brats, chicken, and pork, all created in small batch form in Salina, Ohio. At Needler's Fresh Markets, you'll be delighted.
If you or a loved one are struggling with drugs or alcohol, Hickory Recovery Network has customized treatment plans to get you on your path towards long-term sobriety and recovery. Call Hickory Recovery Network now to start your new life today.
Traffic is sponsored by Tom Wood Auto Group.
Picture this. It's almost Black Friday, but you've had your eye on that sofa forever and can't wait. So don't. You can shop our early Black Friday sale now. Save up to 20% on almost everything. Yep, this plus doorbusters. Sounds like a perfect way to get a head start on Black Friday. At Value City Furniture, you don't have to picture it. You can experience it.
The news
59 News, beginning at 4, everywhere, all the time.
Floors Your Home in Avon is proud to announce the best guarantee in the business. If you don't love your flooring,
10.
we'll replace it for free. That's right, for free. And we have 2 years,
Stand
no
by.
interest
5,
payments available.
4,
the lowest prices
3,
guaranteed
2,
at Floors
1.
to Your Home.
Angela.
New this morning, IMPD believes a medical emergency played a role in a deadly crash on the near north
Stand by.
side.
Daniel on
Police
1
got
next.
a call around 1 this morning at 30th and Fall Creek. Police say somebody called to report a crash and then drove away.
Investigate.
First responders found the man, took him to the hospital, but he died. The coroner will investigate more on, again, his specific cause of death and will hopefully release his name soon.
Daniel.
Chicago police say a disgruntled former employee of a Navy Pier subcontractor is responsible for a shooting that killed 2 people yesterday afternoon. Police say they are trying to find that person of interest.
Video.
Police say the 47-year-old
Angela's next on 3.
men that is, were shot early yesterday afternoon near loading dock in a private area. First responders took both men to the hospital where they died.
Hey, Daniel, and viewers at home, look at your screen here.
Look at it.
Video showing flames as a huge fire started Monday in Knoxville College with hot spots still there Tuesday morning. The fire department said the building that caught fire is torn down for safety reasons. The assistant fire chief said in an email
Daniel's
that
on
building
2
is more
next.
than
No,
100
Angela.
years old, and the college has not used it for years. The department said tearing down the building won't hurt the investigation, though. Investigators don't believe anybody was inside when it started.
This morning, we are hearing from a family dealing with storm damage in Oklahoma as a wood beam went through a car windshield.
Video.
Here's a look at the damage here. You can see the board near the center of that windshield. The families, they're thankful things weren't any worse.
I was like, wow. I'm glad no one was in it. That's what I thought.
Debbie and Roger
2 shot
Mandrell
next.
hunkered down for what they say was the longest 45 seconds of their life. They took the board out of the car, which is no longer drivable. A tow truck took the car away. And while they are devastated about losing the vehicle, they are thankful they were not.
2 shot.
Goodness, you can just imagine, you know, if you were in there and that happened.
It's scary. The National Weather Service says an EF1 tornado hit Louisiana Tuesday
Video.
morning.
And meteorologist Adam
3
Oliver
shot at the
got
desk
video
is
showing
next.
a funnel cloud and rain. We have it for you here. According to Fox Weather, first responders took 3 people to the hospital for some treatment. The mayor of a town northwest of Lafayette said there's a lot of damage, in particular at a grocery store, and there's so many people that catch these kind of things these days with their cell phone. Look at it there.
Yeah, but back here at home,
3 shot.
We were watching the radar. We needed rain. We got it.
Yeah, it did come in 2 hours earlier than I was hoping for. I was at home at like 3:30, and I look at the clouds like, man, it's getting dark out. I'm like,
It's coming down hard.
Oh, crap, it's coming in.
Yeah.
2 hours earlier than I thought. You know, we're supposed to get in about 6 o'clock last night downtown. Got there about 4 p.m.
Yeah,
So
few
my
people-
apologies.
Yeah, for those standing in line, got
I
wet.
jumped out and said,
It's coming in early.
Grab your umbrella.
It took the leaves that were on the trees, the majority of them off now. They're gone.
And you know that tornado down in Louisiana was actually part of the entire front that came through
Let's go to
here
the
as
wall.
well, but we just didn't quite have the energy and the dynamics that they had kind of on that southern flank of that front down towards areas like Arkansas and Louisiana and going back to the weekend out through Oklahoma. Rough couple of days, no doubt, down towards the south. It's cloudy out, still a little damp, maybe a light mist in that patchy fog. To begin our morning, as I step out of the way, you can certainly see the gray skies out there. To begin our morning, we needed the rain. Daniel picked up to an inch of rainfall yesterday in his backyard. The total over the past 2 days has been over an inch in the city. And if we look at really the entire month of October, only 0.6 of an inch. So we've nearly doubled that. Going into only 2 days for the entire month compared to October. So it's good to have this rainfall, no doubt. We will continue to watch our rain chances go away for today and then return sometime very late on Saturday. More on that coming up. But the clouds are trying to break up out towards the west, and we should eventually get into some clearing or at least sunshine heading into the afternoon and early evening as the front is heading off towards the east and high pressure continues to build in. And so that will bring stable conditions, it looks like, around the area for today and into tonight. But in the short term, it's all about fog and holding at 60 degrees in the city, 53 in Lafayette. We are trending cooler out the door 6 to as much as 13 degrees cooler than this time on Tuesday morning. So our Futurecast models hang in there at cloudy skies. Going to be tough to break apart, but I think it does happen throughout the afternoon. We should end today on a brighter note, and I think our temperatures actually climb back up to the upper 60s today, so still above average, but just not as warm as it was on Tuesday. We hit 75 yesterday afternoon, not quite that record of 76. So 68 our high officially for today. Looking ahead to tonight, skies clear out, and we'll watch our temperatures begin to tumble down into the 40s, it looks like, early tomorrow morning, so mid-40s tomorrow morning. Our next wave doesn't get here until sometime late on Saturday and into Sunday. So if you want additional rain chances, they are, at least in the forecast, going into, it looks like, our Sunday. And of course, the Colts are at home on Sunday, hosting with the Bills, and so we'll have rain chances, and likely we'll have the roof closed for that as well. As we take a look at our forecast now for today, as I mentioned, temperatures hitting about 68 degrees. Normally this time of the year we should be in the middle 50s to upper 50s, so about 10 degrees above average. And then looking ahead to the 7-day, one thing to point out, a little bit cooler tomorrow. Friday looks great. Saturday, if you are heading down to that IU game, I still think it's dry through the game. Rain chances, though, will start to sneak in. Looks like by Saturday evening, coming in from the southwest, so nearing Bloomington, but better rain chances actually on Sunday. Quick look at traffic. There's some of that patchy fog out towards Keystone Avenue and 465 to begin our morning. Still dealing with some standing water there. I-69 and 465, that connector from the rainfall last night. Likely the road construction in that area. Need to clear out a drain. Standing water there. We have an accident on the east side as well. I-70, 465, a jackknife vehicle in that location at this time.
So you're going to take the Signetti towel and an umbrella, or just the Signetti towel to wipe off the rain?
I'm hoping they give us like Signetti
umbrella,
you know, some kind of slicker,
ponchos or
some
something.
kind of slicker, yeah, some poncho. We know that you're familiar with Lucas Oil Stadium for a lot of different reasons.
And the company it's named for is moving to Indianapolis. We'll have that and much more. That's next in our business report. You are watching Fox 59 Morning News.
Please go. Stand by, go to break. 3, 2, 1, and fade out.
The Fox 59 Weather Camera Network is brought to you by Peterman Brothers Heating and Plumbing.
Ashley's Black Friday event is going on now, and everything is on sale. Hot buys up to 75% off, starting at just $99.
But don't wait, because it's also the Ashley, ooh, look, you can get 0% interest for 72 months Black Friday event.
There are more than 13 million trucks on the road, each weighing up to 80,000 pounds or more. Every year, large truck accidents cause more than 6,000 deaths and over 150,000 injuries. If you've been in an accident, call Team Green Law today.
Out there, good tidings make for even better times. Have fun out there this holiday with Adidas and Puma shoes at just $39.99 at Academy Sports and Outdoors.
SHIP is the State Health Insurance Assistance Program. What can SHIP do for you? We're a free and impartial counseling program to help you navigate the Medicare system.
We provide impartial, knowledgeable information so you can understand costs and coverage.
Compare options, and our crew of counselors can walk you through the enrollment process. Set up a meeting today.
I would recommend SHIP to anybody that's retiring, for sure, and do it the sooner the better.
Call SHIP to help you during the Medicare open enrollment.
Indy Now invites you to be our guest at Kaplinger's Fresh Catch Seafood Market. Our seafood is top quality and arrives daily. Every dish at Kaplinger's is made to order and delicious. Watch Indy Now Thursday to dine out and save half.
Celebrating 100 years of Riley Children's Health.
But to be a great children's hospital, or any great hospital, you got to be doing a critical mass of research to make things better. That's how everything gets better.
There's going to be innovation for children. It really needs to happen in children's hospitals. We are at the early stages of tremendous innovation. The capabilities to better understand the molecular basis of disease is just outstanding.
10 premium Window World windows, $69.50 installed. Compare at $12,000.
Don't be fooled, but buy one, get one, or buy 3, the 4th is free offers. Window World, simply the best
30 out.
for less.
10 premium Window World windows, $69.50 installed.
More news from more trusted reporters in more places to keep you more informed. Fox 59 News.
It's the Ashley Find What You Love and save up to $1,000 store-wide Black Friday event.
10 seconds.
Right now, get
Stand by,
0%
Angela.
interest for 72 months with no money out of pocket today.
5, 4,
Plus, veterans
3,
receive an additional
2,
5% off.
1. Bring her up.
Well, welcome back. You're watching Fox 59 Morning News. Just a few days ago, Taylor Swift finished the U.S. portion of her Eras Tour at Lucas
Stand
Oil
by, sound
Stadium,
in
and for
A.
a city synonymous
Runs
with
just over
racing,
90.
it seems only fitting the company Lucas Oil Products will now finally call Indianapolis home. Inside Indiana business reporter Mary Rachel Redmond dives deeper into the details.
Sane.
Indy has a new corporate headquarters, and it's a name that might just sound familiar. Lucas Oil Products debuting its new corporate home next to Keystone of the Crossing on Indy's north side this month. The automotive lubricants company, whose name sits atop the Indianapolis Colts Stadium downtown, is relocating its corporate home to Indy from Corona, California, where it's been located since its founding in 1989. Big news in Fort Wayne. Plans for a 7,500-seat soccer-specific stadium unveiled for the Fort Wayne Football Club. The new stadium, which is set to be located just off I-69 on Fort Wayne's west side, would be privately financed by Ruoff Mortgage owner and CEO Mark Music. While the stadium would have 7,500 seats for soccer, it will be designed to hold 10,000 for concerts and other major events. Purdue University and India growing a partnership that spanned well over a century. The expanded relationship will allow Purdue to jointly offer degrees in a variety of fields and advance workforce development.
Right.
The university says the Purdue India Center for Education and Engagement will also serve as a gateway for government relations. More than 3,000 students from India currently study on the Purdue campus. And a sports venue at the University of Southern Indiana now has a new name. Following a $10 million gift from Liberty Federal Credit Union, the former Screaming Eagles Arena is now Liberty Arena, home of the Screaming Eagles. The university
10
says the
seconds.
gift
Stand
is
by,
the single
two-shot
largest
anchors.
donation in school history. Be sure to tune in to Inside Indiana Business with Gary Dick Sunday morning at 8 on CBS
Anchors.
4. All right, and Fox 59 is your local election headquarters. We want to update you on some key races in the Indiana State
Bunch of
House.
full screens
Democrats are
next.
trying to pick up 4 seats to break the Republican supermajority in the
Full
House.
screen.
One of the key districts, 39, includes Carmel. Pacers executive Danny Lopez, a Republican, wins that race by 8 percentage points. And former Colts player Hunter Smith, also a Republican, wins District 24 over Democrat Josh Lowry. The difference is about 5,000 votes. And in District 32, Democratic incumbent Victoria Garcia Wilburn won re-election. The separation there is just 4 percentage points. And Republican Jim Lucas wins the
Stand by,
race to
tease.
represent
Two
District
shots, two
69.
videos.
He has more than double the voters of his challenger.
All right, of course, the
Stand
big
by,
story
music.
today is Donald Trump
Hit it.
winning the race for president.
That coming out overnight. We will hear more from the former president, now president-elect. That's next at 7:30.
Also, we're going to have another update for you.
Got a break
We'll take
next.
you live to Delphi. What about the testimony from a computer analysis expert about
Shuts up.
Libby German's phone? Russ will break that down. What did she say about something being plugged into it? We'll be right
3,
back.
2, 1. Fade out.
Now through Veterans Day at Kittles. Pay 0 interest for 3 years or save 20, 30, even 35% off or more on beautiful new Kittles furniture for every room in your home. Now through Veterans Day, only at Kittles.
Remember, not all law firms are the same. Do they have the experience and resources to handle your case? Think about it before you hire a lawyer. Make the right call.
1-800-2-KELLER.
Tell them you mean business.
Hi, I'm Dale Cronkite Jr. We specialize in 4 areas of remodeling your home: replacement windows and doors, exterior siding, insulation and ventilation, as well as
2 minutes.
outdoor living areas. Our featured insulation is E-Shield, 3-dimensional reflective insulation. It is designed to reflect the sun's heat back to the sun in the summertime and reflect your furnace's heat back inside the house in the wintertime. It can save you a lot of money on utility bills. Please give us a call and we'll find out how it can help you.
Are they really going to spend all day streaming college football on DirecTV? Can you blame them? They've got the biggest rivalries.
And bowl games. Speaking of, Frank, run a slant to the bowl of chips. Bobby, button hook to the saucer.
What are you going to do, Coach Prime?
Don't question your coach, man.
I did know that back pain, foot pain come along with the job of waiting tables.
This is Tony.
Things that I've tried have failed.
And this is Tony's good feet story.
Before my arch supports, I felt defeated, but since getting the arch supports,
It doesn't look like he's called in
I've
yet.
had no pain, which still is kind of crazy to me. I'm more positive. It's like opening up a whole new life, like sunshine coming out. I would recommend it to anyone. You've tried everything that's not working, give it a try.
See how we can help you too at the Good Feet store.
Okay, Donato's pepperoni lovers, it's time to pick your pep deal. For a limited time, get $5 off a large hot honey pepperoni pizza, a delicious flavor-packed combination of heat and sweet. Or get $5 off a large Pep 150, loaded with 150 pieces of that famous Donato's crispy pepperoni. So, hot honey pepperoni or Pep 150? Pick your pep deal today and get $5 off a large using promo code PEP. Order with the app or at Donatos.com.
It's officially cozy season. You're the coolest. Let's go!
Weekdays at 11 on Fox 59.
Now at Kittle's Mattress Max. Save hundreds on the newest mattresses from Beauty Rest and
75.
Certa High Comfort. Or
10.
save even more on adjustable sets from Tempur-Pedic, Stearns & Foster, and
5,
Beauty Rest Black.
4,
During Friends
3,
and Family,
2,
now at Kittle's
1.
Mattress Max.
Sound an A.
This will truly be the
Jim to the
golden
desk.
age of America. That's what we have to have.
Q, Daniel.
After a long, hard campaign,
Jim to the
voters
desk.
have spoken by electing former President Donald Trump the 47th President of the United States of America. He has at least 277 electoral votes, defeating Vice President Kamala Harris. Of course, 270 is what you need to win. And also, just speaking on this, being Vice President, Kamala Harris is the president of the Senate, so she will have to certify those election results.
So waiting to hear from her, maybe hearing from her sometime here before our show goes off the air at 10 a.m. When she does speak, we'll take it and bring it to you. Also, Governor-elect Mike Braun, he's speaking this morning at 9:45. We'll bring that to you live as he talks about his plans for Indiana moving forward.
A lot of movement going on.
Yes, and a lot of fog in some places.
Yeah, patchy fog out there, and
Graphics are up.
Daniel, I know
We planted some grass seed a few weeks ago, and this rain was so
perfect for you.
needed.
All right, now we're going to dry things
Traffic
out, which is
is
good for the
next.
next couple of days, and cool mornings ahead and sunshine as well. Now, it's going to take a little while to get to that sunshine. It is rather gray out there to begin our day, but we should see increasing sunshine throughout the afternoon. Patchy fog, yeah, it's in a few locations, but not creating any school delays or anything like that. Just a little extra time may be needed out the door. Just a heads up that you'll contend with it as you're traveling early today. The steadiest of the rain is now headed out towards Cincinnati. There still might be a little bit.
All right, I got Russ's mic loud and clear. He's all good to go.
And that fog out there, but that should come to an end throughout the afternoon with that sunshine building. And a high today, really nice at 68. A little bit cooler tomorrow. We'll have details on that coming up. As we look at traffic at 7:31, you can certainly see that haze and fog out there at Keystone Avenue. Still dealing with a high water
Animate
issue
next
out
to
along
Anchor is
I-69
2-shot.
and 465. That issue still continues, and then out towards the near east side, we have also a vehicle. Looks like is really backing up traffic now there. That on-ramp from I-70 to 465, creating big issues. Jackknife vehicle at this time, guys.
Jim, thank you so much. Fox 59 is your local election headquarters.
We want to get you updated on some of the big races. If you're just waking up this morning, including, of course, the race for president. I know many of you stayed up late. Here is a look right now at the current electoral map. Donald Trump has won that race. As projections show, he is going to get at least 277 electoral votes. Of course, just 270 is what is needed. And here is what the former president had to say late last night, or maybe it was even early this morning.
And every citizen, I will fight for you, for your family, and your future. Every single day, I will be fighting for you.
Stand by Angela, full
with
screens.
every breath in my body.
Angela.
I want to update you now on the balance of power as well. When we're talking about Republicans will gain control of the Senate right now, as you look here. Some races haven't been called, but the GOP currently has 52 seats. Democrats have 41. Republicans also lead right now for balance of power in the House with 198. There are 435 seats, so 218 is the majority there? And again, there's a lot to be decided there. We'll keep you updated this morning as we get new information in. And Indiana is part of the balance of power.
It was a landslide victory for one of Indiana's 2 Senate seats.
Full screen.
Congressman Jim Banks will soon be sworn in as senator. He beat out 2 candidates at a campaign watch party. He said he's thankful Hoosiers trust. He will fight for them at the U.S. Capitol building.
When I get to the United States Senate, in a matter of weeks, I'm going to fight to make sure that these girls, your kids and your grandkids, have a country that they can be proud of, too, for the rest of their lives.
Senator-elect Banks will fill the U.S. Senate seat left open by Governor-elect Braun
Full screen, stay with
when
Daniel.
he decided to run for Indiana's top office. Here's a look at that result. Republican Mike Braun won against Jennifer McCormick. We'll hear from him later this morning. He's scheduled to speak around 9:45. Current Governor Republican Eric Holcomb couldn't run due to the term limits. We also heard from Braun last night.
I can guarantee you, I know our state has 4 corners. I come from one of them, and I'm going to make sure that all of us as Hoosiers prosper.
Turning now to Indiana Attorney General incumbent Todd Rokita wins his bid for re-election.
Yeah, big lead over Democratic challenger Destiny Wells.
Stand by, sound
and the 2 clashed over a range of issues on the debate stage last month, and you saw that right here in our studios. And we heard from Rokita shortly after his victory.
We'll never forget that we get our marching orders from the people of this state and not the other way around. Thank you, Indiana, for giving me and my family trust and confidence again. I love this job. Thank you for letting me continue to do it.
Right, so again, many stories to tell about the election, so many locally and nationally, including challenges for voters, even temporary ones.
Yeah, we told you yesterday about the issues with the tablets causing things to get off to a very slow start up in Hamilton County. It prompted a complaint to the local election board. The Democratic Party says several polling sites opened 15 to 30 minutes late, claiming that some voters walked away and could not vote. The clerk told our crew there was an extra step poll workers needed to take to use the electronic poll pads that some were not aware of. And she says it took a bit of time to get the word out after learning there was a problem. She estimates about 10 to 15 sites were affected out of more than 100 sites in Hamilton County. The clerk added it's not how they wanted to start the day, but they did their best to address it quickly and move on.
I'm sorry that people had to leave. I look at it from the standpoint we are open for 30 days for voting. You know, sometimes if you wait to the end like this, every presidential, and I've been here for 48 years, every presidential election has long lines.
I definitely was expecting a long line for sure, but I came here and it wasn't a busy lot at all, so I was pretty excited about that, just to get in here and get my vote in.
And according to the final Election Day report, people cast nearly 200,000 votes in Hamilton County for this election. That's more than in 2020. And the clerk says about 198,000 people voted.
Right, and our election coverage continues for you online. I know there's so many things that you likely want to know. FOX59.com/election. We have the results there, as well as videos of big moments and analysis from panelists and that and no school board. A lot of people watching those locally, wanting to know who won. We've got that for you at FOX59.com.
It's 7:36 right now to our coverage of the Delphi murders trial.
Yeah, big update Tuesday with testimony involving Libby's phone.
Boxes.
Russ McQuaid live in Delphi to run through this particularly big moment, if you believe this quote-unquote expert, Russ.
Well, this expert spent 11 years working at the FBI. She's a consultant. She has a master's degree in computer data, and clearly the state police investigator in his report was no match for her expertise. This analyst came in at the behest of the defense. The prosecution, Nick McLeland, knew that they had an expert that was going to look at their report, but he didn't know what she was going to find. What she found was approximately 3 hours after the girls were supposedly dead, Abby and Libby, on the afternoon of February 13, 2017, investigators think they died at about 2:33 p.m. that day when Libby's phone quit moving. Somehow, a phone jack, a headphone jack, in her phone at 5:45 p.m., something is inserted into that phone jack and then taken out of that phone jack at 10:33 that night. Of course, then the phone kicked on at 4:33 the next morning. The girls' bodies were found 8 hours later, about noon. This was information the prosecutor was unaware of, and it comes down basically to this analyst reading the same report as the state police did, but doing a deeper dive into it to get more information out of it. During a break after her testimony, a state trooper goes out in the hallway, links on to Google, finds out what would indicate that a phone jack, something is inserted, comes back out. He comes back, says, maybe it's water, maybe it's dirt. The defense asks him, well, when did you find this out? He goes, 5 minutes ago when I was out in the hallway. Where did you do your research? On Google. So then, this was brought before the jury after the jury had spent the day listening to a Harvard-trained psychiatrist who said that living in solitary confinement for 6 to 12 months, and this was in response to a question from the jury, living in solitary confinement for 6 to 12 months can lead to psychosis. Another prosecutor said it was Richard Allen's psychosis that led him to give non-specific confessions at the start to the deaths of Libby and Abby. There was also a defense bullet expert who testified that even though the prosecution says it found marks on an unspent bullet from the crime scene that could have only come from Richard Allen's gun, that defense expert said the way they got those marks was a different test, and so it's like comparing apples to oranges. This was a huge day for the defense. The prosecution was clearly caught off guard. You could tell by the questions that were being asked in the room, and you could tell by watching the jurors, and these jurors have heard time and time again, prosecution and state police and investigators admit that evidence has been lost, tapes have been erased, mistakes have been made throughout this case. It is quite possible, if today is Wednesday, that by the end of this week, this jury will have this case.
Russ, what's interesting about this forensic examiner is that she did not extract the data on her own. She actually took the data that was analyzed by state police. Being a former working for the former FBI.
Yes, this is data that the prosecution is utilizing to prosecute its case against Richard Allen. So the defense, and of course the defense can't get a hold of the state's evidence. It can only react to what the state has found. It can't go in and ask for Libby's phone and do its own download. It has to react off of what the state found in their reports. So this is what's amazing about this. They took the state's reports and found something in there that the state's own investigators didn't find.
Anchors, boxes.
Just when you think you know what's going to come next, you have no idea. All right, Russ, we sure do appreciate all of your hard work. Great job again. We'll continue to be the source for everything that's happening inside the courtroom.
Visit FOX59.com for more of Monday's updates with additional information.
Two-shot video, Jim's
once
out.
Testimony resumes this morning again.
After the video.
That happens at 9 o'clock.
Two-shot, standby
7:40
music.
right now. After win against the Mavericks Monday, the Pacers are now 3-4.
Wait, already? 3-4? Like, wait, there's that many games up next?
Standby, animate to break.
Up against a team they have already played this year as they try to get back to 500.
And animate.
The Traffic Authority, powered by Tom Wood Automotive.
Coop,
Last year, 238,000 people were diagnosed with lung cancer. Discover what lung screenings show, how they work, and who should get one. Learn more from Hancock Health and take control of your health.
Did you kill 1, 2, 3?
Get an 11% rebate now at Menards.
They're not there.
Breathe easier with allergen air filters.
Well,
These pleated air filters trap up to 75% of larger airborne contaminants, keeping allergens out of your home and lasting up to 90 days. Just $3.99 after rebate. Get cleaner clothes and softer skin with Morton water softeners. Morton's Wi-Fi integration allows for tracking and alerts, which puts you in control of your water. This water softener is $586.99 after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
Hope really did a great job coming through our home, assessing each of the different areas.
They just gave us a number of options and figuring out which one fit our budget.
When the technician was here, I felt he treated our home just as if it was his own.
After my wreck, it felt like my
2
world
minutes
was
out.
inside out and upside down. So I called the hammer.
I'm attorney Daryl Isaacs. Don't let a car wreck turn your life upside down. We're here to make things right and fight to get you every dollar you deserve.
The hammer got me right side up and on the road to recovery. One call, that's all.
We've recovered billions of dollars for our clients. At Isaacs & Isaacs, we fight and we win.
Call 877-ALL-7s.
Returning to the Indiana State Fairgrounds,
90.
Christmas Nights of Lights, open nightly November 8th through December 31st. Our new cosmic wall of lights will come to life and is sure to amaze. Visit ChristmasNightsOfLights.com and reserve your day to drive your sleigh, only at the Indiana State Fairgrounds.
If you love turkey, this is the best time of the year.
Get Bob Evans slow roasted hand-carved turkey for just $8.99 on our dinner value menu. Now just $8.99.
Why isn't the water working anymore?
1 minute.
No idea. Good thing we have Bassett Services on our side.
What's wrong with the AC?
Not sure, but that's why we have Bassett Services on our side.
What was that?
I don't know, but at least we have Bassett Services on our side.
From getting your HVAC back on track and fixing clogged drains to electrical repairs, make the right choice and call for Bassett to be by your side.
This is the start of something fun.
30 out.
Kind that's best had outdoors. Where family gathers, an adventure awaits. The good tidings that make for even better times. And with the right stuff at the right
10
price.
seconds. Stand by. 2-shot anchors.
The most wonderful time of year happens here.
5,
Academy
4,
Sports and
3,
Outdoors.
2,
Have fun out there.
1. Bring them up.
Welcome back. The College Football Playoff Selection Committee releases its first rankings of the season.
And the reveal, should I say big reveal or
big
just
reveal? No, big reveal.
In the big reveal last night, 2 Indiana teams made it, with both being in the top 10.
Video.
The Hoosiers are ranked 8th in the new poll. Currently, they
Angela's
play
on
Tennessee
3
in the
next.
first round. The Hoosiers have a chance to move up as they take on Michigan Saturday at 3:30. The DeBello family will be there. Notre Dame ranked 10th and will welcome Florida State Saturday night.
We have a Purdue fan that would like for me to acknowledge and to say out loud that IU has not played anyone and that I should calm down because IU is not very good and they have not played anyone. So, yes, sir. Hey, Purdue and Butler have each kicked off their season with a win. Now it's in Indiana's turn as they start tonight. The 17th ranked Hoosiers going to take on SIU.
Daniel next on the Jibbers.
And Indiana is one of the few teams ranked in both men's basketball and football. 28.5-point favorites tonight. Tip-off is at 8. Tickets, by the way, they're as low as $2.
Jib,
Get you in the door and go watch a basketball game.
The Indiana Pacers will play the Orlando Magic tonight. This is the second of their 4 matchups this year. The last time these teams played, Orlando won 119
Animate
to
next to
115.
Jim.
Pacers guard Andrew Nimbard is listed as a game time decision, and forward Aaron Naismith is out for the game. Tip-off at 7 p.m. here in Indianapolis, and tickets are as low as $8.
Jim.
All right, Daniel, thank you so much. 7:45 and good Wednesday morning to you. Still tracking gray skies overhead, maybe a light mist in a few pockets out there, and still a touch of patchy fog. But the steady rain has come to an end. We have picked up over an inch of rain in the past 2 days. That's nearly double the entire month of rainfall in October. So this has been a good soaking rain, much needed. All the burn bans that we've had active as of late likely lifting in the days ahead. Now again, gray skies to begin the morning, but there is clearing back out towards the west, and a sign of things to come here. A brighter day, no doubt, by the afternoon, as we'll find our temperatures moving back up into the mid to upper 60s in your hometown. Front on the move, high pressure building in now, and that front is going to guide that rain out towards the east coast. 61, our current reading in downtown. Dew points are up, by the way, so it's still a little muggy and really mild for this time of the year. Normally our morning lows should be in the 30s. We're in the 60s to begin our day, and we're 5 to 13 degrees cooler than this time going back early on Tuesday morning. So here's the trend throughout the afternoon and taking us into the early evening as that sunshine starts to build in. We should end today on a bright note. Skies stay mainly clear tonight, and that will set the stage for a chillier start early tomorrow morning. Highs this afternoon up to 68 in your hometown. Looking ahead to the evening planner and into the overnight, again, down into the middle 40s into early tomorrow morning. as we move into the next couple of days, dry weather does continue. One thing I do want to point out, though, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, all look dry. Late Saturday, though, into Sunday, we'll have a new wave dropping in here, and that will likely bring us rain chances. Right now, the best chances look to be on Sunday, so just a heads up on that. Our 7-day forecast, 62 degrees tomorrow, a cooler, more seasonal day.
Traffic is
64
next.
on Friday, going into Saturday, 65. If we get a rain chance on Saturday, likely by the evening. Sunday, a bit unsettled. That's going to follow a cool down on Monday for Veterans Day. On Monday, does look dry. Tuesday, look for a high up to 64 degrees. Traffic finally got an update, finally had a camera pointed at this overturned semi that we were mentioning at I-70 and 465. That ramp is shut down. It looks like it's up right now, but still out.
Sherman's mic is good to go.
That's the current location of that jackknife vehicle or semi-truck. As you can certainly see, it has backed up traffic along I-70 heading westbound towards downtown. We also have that standing water issue out along I-69 connecting to 465. This is creating a big backup as well. You can see speeds are way down there to 11 miles an hour.
Anchors, standby music.
Thank you so much. Well, it is just about time to check in with our good friend, Sherman Burdett.
And like many people, he has coffee on his mind this morning, but maybe some treats too, maybe?
Yeah, both, actually, you mentioned. So maybe you need a little jolt after all this election stuff going down. Well, guess what? You can do a little jolt of this, a little jolt of that, Venezuelan style. Some espresso martini, a cookie, coffee, cup. What? Where's Sherman's Live?
3, 2, 1, fade out.
Save up to $7,200 in discounts and tax credits, plus take up to 10 years to pay when you purchase a new HVAC system from ARS Rescue Rooter. This is a limited time offer. Call 317-390-5555 to schedule your appointment.
So Nine Star Connect has been a leader in this community for 130 years. Everything that we do in this county is built on the infrastructure that Nine Star Connect has built for over 100 years.
Nine Star is a different kind of company, and the difference is you.
Hi, I'm Michael Needler, and this is my sister Julie, and we're your local grocers.
Our family has been in business since 1964, and we're proud to be third-generation grocers with roots right here in central Indiana.
Being family-owned, our mission is to delight our customers, nourish our communities, and inspire pride in our teams.
We invite you to shop at any one of our 10 central Indiana locations, and let us show you the difference shopping local really means.
At Needler's Fresh Markets, you'll be delighted.
Your road to recovery is one step away. Call Hickory Recovery Network today.
Now through Veterans Day at Kittles. Pay 0 interest or save 20, 30, even 35% off or more. Through Monday only at Kittles.
I'm Mike Rowe, and this is the most honest commercial you're going to see all week.
Today, we're waterproofing a basement.
How long do you think this problem has been a problem?
Well, actually, the homeowner told us that she's lived here for 42 years, and when they first moved in, they had water issues.
Yeah.
That is like your telltale sign of like, hey, I'm having an issue, and that's when people should call.
Get a free and honest inspection with Indiana Foundation Service, a groundworks company.
The news never stops. Neither do we.
30 out.
Investigate a triple homicidal.
Fox 59 News is there. Fox 59 News at 5 and 6. Everywhere. All the time.
The experienced technicians at ARS Rescue Rooter are ready to solve all of your drain problems.
10 seconds.
Take advantage of our 83 or it's free mainline drain clearing
Standby,
special.
animated
If we can't
anchors.
clear it, you don't pay for
5,
it. Call 317-390-5555
4, 3,
to schedule
2,
your appointment.
Animated anchors.
From bean to brew and hot chocolate too. There's Sherman.
That sounds good right now, doesn't it? Kind of. He's live to take us
Yeah,
inside
boxes.
a coffee shop with a Venezuelan twist in Noblesville. Good morning, friend.
Hey, good morning to you guys. Yeah, this is really cool little spot here. It's called Juanes Cafe. It's really, let's say, so if you're familiar, let's say with Noblesville, think of Connor Street. It's right off of 37, and toward downtown, it's right off of 32. So it leads you right here to Connor Street. There's so much that goes on here with that whole Venezuelan twist. For a little coffee, a little breakfast, and more. And this is Orlando Sanchez. Good morning, sir.
Thank you, Chairman.
Venezuela, so you have the arepa house that you have in Fishers, and now your family has this, which is all about coffee.
Yeah, all about coffee.
And pastries.
And pastry, yeah. It's a Venezuelan style.
Venezuelan style. Can we get to this real fast? I want to make sure so we can show. So what is this here?
Okay, that one is a martini. Together that come with ice cream, coffee, and pistachio.
So that's pistachio on top?
Yes.
So that's a coffee martini?
Yes.
In the morning?
In the morning, yeah. It's very interesting, the combination. You have to try that.
Oh, that's amazing. If you like coffee like that, that's really awesome, strong coffee.
Coffee in the morning, yeah.
All right, give me a little background of what this is all about here at Juanes.
Well, Juanes is, like you say, Venezuela style coffee. My family grow with the coffee farmer in Venezuela.
Okay.
It's over 100 years. Then we come with the idea to come and bring something different to Indiana.
To Indiana here in Noblesville. So let's start with, again, something different in terms of this.
That one we call bonbon.
And what's a bonbon? Bonbon?
Bonbon.
Bonbon.
Yes.
Okay. What's a bonbon?
That's a coffee score with milk in the bottom.
Okay, so condensed milk,
Condensed milk,
right? So that's just got a little sweet thing going on.
Yes.
Now this is another. You guys came up with this idea, or is this something Venezuela?
Well, we come with that idea.
Okay.
It's a cookie, it's the cup, and then coffee inside and chocolate.
So cookie, chocolate, and coffee.
Yes.
Oh, you know what? 3 of my very favorite things in the whole wide world is right there. You also have some pastries and other things on the menu. Let's start here. What do you have? The chocolate cookie.
Chocolate cookie. We have a pistachio croissant. We have Nutella croissant too. You can eat that a little bit warm or cold.
Okay, and then this is something that's tradition too.
Oh yes.
So what's this called?
We call pastelito.
Pastelito.
Yes.
So this has there's the pastry.
Pastry.
But there's cheese inside.
Cheese and ham.
Oh, this got ham and cheese.
Yeah.
Oh, let me bring this over here. And then you also have crepes. I think you have some strawberry banana crepe.
Strawberry banana crepe, and we have the sandwich right there too.
Is that a Venezuelan style breakfast
that's
sandwich?
yes.
I got you. Okay, FOX59.com. There's a link. I think we put a link to your Instagram page.
Okay.
For more information, but okay, I got it. This whole cookie coffee thing is just really calling my name. And they open at 8 a.m. by the way.
Stand by studio.
It's very
Go ahead and open their mics. 2 shot. Or boxes are up.
Yeah.
He's enjoying himself in a big way.
All right.
All right, Sherman.
He's clear. Stand by.
So a lot more to come here
And
on
hit the
Fox
music.
59
Stand by
morning
sound
news
at
at 8 o'clock.
B.
Our election coverage continues this morning with an in-depth look at the former president, now President-elect Donald Trump's victory in the presidential race.
I will not rest until we
Stand by
have
with
delivered
Angela.
the strong, safe, and prosperous America that our children deserve and that you deserve.
Angela.
Also, later this morning
Stand by,
and
Jim.
at this hour, a warning for people looking to make some quick cash in time for the holidays. That, and we're going to take you inside a 5th grade classroom in the 8 o'clock hour. Why they are raising money to help people thousands of miles away.
Jim.
All right, Ange, out the door today. Right now it's cloudy, but moving into the afternoon, clouds should begin to thin out. Another mild afternoon, just not as warm as it was on Election Day. We'll have more on a cool down tomorrow, then a look ahead at the weekend forecast.
3, 2, 1, and fade it out. And time.
The bus stop.